What's up, OG family? This is the first OG show. We sorry it took so long to do this, but this is the OG Ballaz Divisional Playoff Show. Of course, y'all know it's me, and then we got head commish Tev on here. We got co-commissioners KD and Mace. What's up, bros?
What up? What up? What up?
What's good?
I'm sick.
Sir, why are you sick?
Dak go Dak, right? Hey man, what's going on? Y'all all right? How y'all
Free Dak. He innocent.
doing? Dak
Tell
is on
gonna
the
tell.
block. Dak is on the block. Come get him. Whatever
Y'all
y'all
heard it here.
need, come get him.
Y'all heard it here first. Dak is on the block. Dak is on the block. This is according to the Tevin. But the divisional playoff round is finally here. We're down to 8 teams. As y'all can see on the screen, this number one seed Steelers, led by Coach D Mace, is going to take on Morris and the Chiefs. That is a matchup I thought was going to be the AFC Championship game. But the other divisional game in the AFC is Tyreek Johnson, the Superchargers taking on Robbie and the Patriots in the other round. What do you guys think about these two matchups so far?
Y'all go ahead.
First matchup with you got Real versus Morris. That's gonna be a great matchup. They always play great games. It could go either way. Honestly, I mean both people are solid on offense and defense, and it's two pretty good teams. So I'm looking for a close game. If I had to make a prediction, I would say it would probably come down to the last possession, and it'll be whoever win is gonna win by one score. Um, when it comes to the Chargers and the Patriots, I think when you look at it clearly, the Chargers have a better team, but I think the Pats user he's a pretty underrated user. I think if he puts it together, he may be able to pull it out, but the Chargers just have a much better team. So it would it would be wild for them not to figure out a way how to win this game against that Patriots roster.
Um, I guess for my matchup, don't let that number one seed fool you because at times I've struggled to find an identity with this team. So this matchup is kind of interesting. I mean, we messed up in the past before. We had some great games. Um, I don't know, man. I just gotta go out there and see what teams show up. See how that goes with the Chargers and Patriots. On paper, you would think it's like an automatic win for the Chargers, but Coach Robbie has done a good job with those Patriots over there. So I mean, Coach Tyreek can't be caught slipping or caught napping per se with those Patriots, or he might be sitting on the couch.
Yes, sir. I agree with y'all 100%. Before head commission Tev hit, I'm gonna go ahead and get mine out of the way. I'm gonna leave the head commission for last on this one. But I do agree. The Steelers and Chiefs matchup is going to be a fun and stressful one, especially if you are a viewer of these two. I think it can go either way. I'm like KD. It's probably going to come down to the last possession. These guys, I think this is their third playoff matchup I've seen them play, and every single one of them has come down to the wire. They put on a show every time they play. Um, I wouldn't even come close to making a prediction because really either or is deserving and could be the favorite to win the AFC. Now, as far as the Patriots and Chargers matchup, I can agree with what everyone else is saying. Rico making a prediction and saying that the Pats is going to go to the next round, so he's calling the upset. But
Ooh.
yeah, but the Chargers, honestly, that team, we said it all year long, that team better not fall any shorter than the AFC title game at this rate because that team was assembled very well. And that's a shout out to Coach Johnson and that team. But don't sleep on Robbie and the Patriots. He definitely got hot at the end to make this a good run at the playoffs. But on paper, it should be a Chargers victory at this point. So that's how I feel about it as well. But Head Commish Tev, how you feeling about it?
We can start with the Steelers and Chiefs. Like Real said, that team he tried to find out an identity. He found it. Two great users. I played Moore's last month, like 10 times. So that's the same thing with Real. I know he tried to play this dude, but both guys will come with it. I got a low scoring game. Somebody go win by 3, and it's gonna be a low scoring game because they didn't play it so many times, and it's been so many good battles. With the Chargers and the Pets, Robbie is a really good user, really great user. I don't know if y'all played him or not, or he don't say much in the chat, but he's a really solid user. So he done made it this far with them Pets. Tyreek, Lyreek with these Chargers,
Wayne.
yeah. I'm just gonna name this crazy team. Like Nate said, he's done a great job assembling this team. So you got Justin Jefferson, right? Okay. Mark Andrews, Justin Herbert, Derwin James, Austin Eckler, DK Metcalf, yeah, DK, Khalil Mack, Christian Wilkins, Marcus Peters, Jamal Adams. I didn't even know he was on that team. Mike Williams is still there. Asante Samuel. Yeah, so Chargers better win that. No pressure though, no pressure. I texted him the other day. I said, you've been playing great these past 2 months. I want to see something. So I got Chargers on that one. Big.
You got a big.
Yeah. Yes. Pressure is on Tyreek.
Not
Yes.
big.
Real big.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wee. Ooh, wee.
Uh-oh. Then
But
again,
it's no pressure, bro. No pressure.
Look at what Coach Carroll from the Lions organization said. He said Tyreek needs to be under investigation for that team that he assembled.
That team is wild, man. He did a great job putting them together. I can't even lie on that one. That was a great job.
Yes, he did. He did an awesome job. Okay, just go hit the NFC one real quick. It's the number 1 seed Vikings and the number 7 seed Green Bay Packers, led by Coach Dick Green. And then we got this is the first time I think I've seen all 3 wild card teams get out the first round. And on the second side, we got the Buddy Bucket led Seahawks going up against Antoine Carroll and the Detroit Lions, who, by the way, he said that Lions is here, so we won't get fined. But I'm gonna hit this one quick, and then I'm gonna let y'all jump on this one. I think that there's a upset watch on this game. I'm gonna be the first one to say it.
Ooh, I was thinking it too, bro.
Nick played a very good game against KD, but Nick is the one person that beat Keandre, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was his one loss this season was against Nick. Nick is locked in, Nick can play with some of the best in the conference. And I'm gonna go on record and call it upset. Green Bay knocks off Denver to go. Minnesota to go to the NFC Championship game. But this Seahawks and Lions matchup, I have absolutely no clue. They both play alike. They both gonna throw that ball deep. They both gonna have an epic moment. They're both gonna throw something in coverage. But they both great. Now, don't get me wrong. They solid. They've seen each other a lot from multiple leagues. They were in division together. But I don't know which one's going to come out of this game. So I'm not picking that game. It's going to come down to who don't throw that effort pass when it comes down to this one. I'm going to pass that one over.
All right. So first, let me get this off my chest. Good game, Nick. You played a great game. You locked in, man. Good win. You ain't have to lock in versus me, but good win, man. That 1-7 matchup, like they mentioned earlier, or like Nate mentioned, he did give Dre a loss in the regular season, and they are in the same division. Playing people multiple times in a season is tough. So I really feel like that's going to be a tough matchup. It could really go either way. But Nick definitely, when he locks in, he's definitely one of the top users in the league. So I'm excited to see that matchup. As far as Buddy and Twan, I think whoever has the less turnovers in this game is probably gonna win. Because They're gonna throw the ball downfield, man. We're gonna see some deep passes. We're gonna see some buddy plays. We're gonna see all type of stuff. I don't know how much running of the ball we gonna see, but we definitely gonna see a lot of passes and we're gonna see a few turnovers for sure. So whoever doesn't turn the ball over as much is gonna win that matchup.
Um, I think I'm gonna just like piggyback off y'all. That 1-7 matchup should be interesting, just because they played twice in the regular season. Division matchup, so it won't be as easy, and I think it's going to be a little bit high scoring for that one. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who to pick on that one. But the next matchup, they've been in the division before. They played plenty of times, playoff games, regular season games. I honestly think this one's going to be low scoring. I think defense is going to win this game for one of these guys. Somebody's going to go for the deep ball when they don't have to go for the deep ball, and that's going to be detrimental to the game. So that should be an interesting one to watch. I think I got the Lions by 3.
All right, Taylor, how you feeling about it?
All right. Uh, that 1-7 matchup. We can start with that. I feel like Drake gonna be locked in. That's the Vikings user. If y'all ain't know that, but I feel like Dre will win by 2 touchdowns. No, no, no shade to Nick. Nick has done a great job, like he do every league. He's in my top 5 to be exact. But I feel like Dre just been chilling all season. But who knows with Nick? Nick might get some Nick stuff. So who knows? But I'm gonna go Vikes by 2 touchdowns. And with the Seahawks and Lions, like I said, they both play alike. They both have seen each other several times. But I'm gonna go with Little Texas on that. Little Texas Buddy. I'm gonna go with Buddy on that one. I mean, he just beat me, which you know it is what it is. I don't want to talk about it right now. But no shade to Antoine either. Them Lions just ain't. I feel like they just ain't got enough. I'm looking at their team now. He's done a great job because he's a great user. But this is one of his worst line scenes. I'm not even, like I've seen way better line scenes put together than this. But he's been playing great with him. I mean, no knock on him. So somebody got to win. But I'm gonna go with Buddy on that one. Close game.
All right, all right. Of course, I know y'all probably all got a chance to see the page earlier where we had a couple of highlights up. Was there any teams that made the playoffs that was a surprise to you, or anyone that you saw going a little further than they did that they were supposed to go and they didn't go? Was there any? What did y'all feel about the wild card weekend in general? I know Katie and Tevin, y'all both played in wild card weekend, so how did y'all feel about wild card weekend in general?
Uh,
Um, I mean, it was a lot of good games. Of course, I'm always expecting or hoping for myself to go further, but it just didn't work out like that. But you know, I will say that the Patriots. I am not gonna say I'm not shocked, but he really did a good job of winning that division and getting that 4th seed and making the playoffs. But yeah, other than that, I would expect myself to go further, but we'll just leave it at that.
go ahead, Real.
Oh, my bad. I think the biggest, I know you said surprises and stuff like that. I think the biggest surprise for me was probably Veli and those Texans. I didn't expect him to do as well as he did with those Texans as he did, and for him to, you know, win the division and get that 3 seed in the AFC. Hey man, Props off to him. And that AFC West, I don't know what happened with that. I don't, you normally see Morris in that 2 spot, but I mean, it turned out the way it was supposed to be, I guess. As far as the NFC, oh, and the Patriots too. I didn't expect him to be there right there either. But I played him a couple times. He's a really tough user. So as far as the NFC, I mean everybody that was in the wild card was kind of pretty much expected from the NFC. There wasn't really no surprises. It was just that 2-7 matchup. That was probably the biggest upset of the wild card weekend. But I mean, as far as that, that's all I got. And Ted with his long head
Hey.
pass, man.
Free Dak. Free Dak.
Bro was
He ain't
open,
do it.
man. Bro
He
was
ain't do it.
open. Bro was open.
Free Dak and Tyler Scott. He ain't deserve it.
Bro was free Dak. Free Dak till it's backwards.
Cook this. Hey, man. Hey. Cook the corner off the line. But anyway, Veli actually didn't shock me. He's been, I don't know if y'all been watching, but I played him a few times in another league. I barely won that game twice. So, and then he made some great moves. He got off of, I guess he just played better with a scrambling quarterback. He got Jalen Hurts off of a trade. He got, he built up Damian Pierce. He's a load. I don't know if y'all watch him in real life, but he don't go down first contact. Got Tyreek Hill in one trade. I don't know why they traded in the division, but he got that trade. Got Quez. That's another fast guy. Built up on Jordan Addison, and his defense has always been sticky. So that really didn't surprise me because he's been playing great lately. The Patriots, yeah, that one right there, I didn't see that one coming. I feel like Nate should have won that division, but that's what happened when you trade Josh Allen. Which I get it. You don't want that contract, and you trying to mold the team to fit your build. But everybody else, nah, they didn't really. Nobody really shocked me besides the Patriots because that team just not good. But that's what happened when a good user get a bad team.
That is true. I can agree with that, and I'm sure. Well, I can say for me also, it didn't even help that after I traded Josh, I had a first round schedule. So my schedule was brutal during the season. I seen most of these teams in the playoffs. Actually, I think the only team I did not see that is on this board is probably. Let me see. I played the Rams. I played the Packers. I lost to the Lions close. Trying to see what else I played. Of course, the Patriots. I played them twice in the division. I lost a close game to them. I played the Chiefs early on in the season. I didn't play the Chargers, but as y'all said, I agree. Has definitely improved a lot. I did not think that he would win the division. I thought it would be a wild card team because shout out to Bino. He got us to a pretty good start, and I don't know what happened down the stretch, but it ended up.
You're right about them Colts.
Yeah, Bino for a long period of time was leading that division, and it just fell apart from him down the stretch. And Mike, that was not a surprise. One thing about Mike, if you give Mike a chance to get in, he would make the postseason. He next year is going to be the year that he really, really start making some noise. Making the playoffs is solid for him though. Right now, he's fresh to it. But the rest of it, I'm like Darrell. I was shocked to see Morris in that 6th spot, but that division was neck and neck, and it's rough because he swept the number 2 seed, but ends up as a wild card team. Crazy way how that happens. And I don't know. Well, as far as the 5 seed, Mr. Midnight. Well, I mean, you play after midnight, so I don't get a chance to see you play anyways. Yeah. I guess you made. Congratulations on making the playoffs. I seen you had a close, tough loss. Maybe if you play your games before 9 o'clock, I can actually see you play.
Hey man, bro, stream everything. It's just be after 12, bro. We old.
No,
we be free.
he actually played me twice on a decent time. It was like 9:30, 10.
I'm so proud. That is
That's impressive right there.
Mr. Midnight.
That's my guy
Yes,
though.
sir.
Man, that's a good dude.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he good folks, man. He just like to play at the midnight. Literally, their playoff game last night started at 1 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock
That's
Central.
crazy. I didn't even know
So
they played.
he stood to the plan of Mr. Midnight. So congratulations to that. But let me switch over to I want to hit the yearly awards real quick. I know eventually we will have it posted up soon, but I do want to run it down real quick so we can see who's leading in those races. Well, of course, these guys gonna be number one when
Damn,
it comes out. I think we already know who's gonna be the MVP. It's a
I know
couple
it's Sam
seconds
broke his
away.
money, man.
Yes, sir. So the MVP of the league is Josh Allen, of course.
what's
Josh
I
Allen
doing?
had a great season. The
You
top
want the stat
five
line?
was yes, sir. You can run the stat line off.
1 second. It's crazy.
And as he gets the stat line ready, as you see the top five, shout out to Katie and the Rams. He had Stetson Bennett at number 2, and Aaron Donald, who had 30 plus sacks at number 4.
My God, 30
That's
sacks.
wild. I've never seen that in the franchise. I don't think.
30 sacks for a D tackle. What?
30,
That's
30
crazy.
plus. 30 plus.
That's
Oh my
crazy.
God. Josh
As you
Allen's stat line is
Go ahead.
7,869 passing yards,
Yeah,
84 touchdowns, 22 interceptions, 73 completion rating.
That's
That's
nuts.
insane. Oh, I mean,
That
of course
murders.
he didn't run the ball. He didn't run the ball. I mean, Kiki Inagu had 105, 346. I mean, he had 9 touchdowns, but I guess he just punched it in when he needed to. Anthony Swartz, ridiculous, 3,291 yards, 37 touchdowns.
That's
My
nuts.
goodness. You see he's number 3 in the MVP race.
Oh my God, that's crazy. I don't think there's ever been done.
Right. The top 2 were the Vikings and the Rams. As you see, Pacheco and Patrick Mahomes both were 5 and 6, and then Travis Etienne was number 7. So that was your top 7 in the MVP race right there. Let me see. Let's hit the AFC. Okay, it's gonna be the AFC. Hey, get ready for who's gonna be the offensive player of the year in the AFC. The offensive player of the year is Terry McLaurin for the Dolphins.
Oh man.
What was his stat line, Tevin?
Interesting.
Damn.
Okay. I didn't see that coming.
I didn't
Right.
either.
Let me find the team first. Dolphins.
So your top 5 was Isaiah. Isaiah was number 2, which I'm not shocked about. Number 3 was Tyreek Hill in the Texans. Number 4 was DK Metcalf for the Chargers, and number 5 was Jonathan Taylor from the Colts. But Tevin's getting the
All
stats.
right. Got Terry McLaurin, 71 catches, 1,844 yards, 24 touchdowns. That's great. That's real solid.
Man.
Oh man, are y'all surprised with anybody that's in the top 5?
Top 5? No, not at all.
Not really.
No, not really.
Although Nick Green said that offensive player, yeah, he made the playoffs. That's based off regular season stats, my guy. Regular season stats.
That's funny.
And for the defensive player of the year, it is also from the Dolphins. It is Chase Young. Chase
And they didn't
Young.
make the playoffs? How do you make the playoffs?
Wow.
No, he
Wow.
lost. He got swept by what's his name? What's his name? Robbie. Robbie ended up winning the division.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yes, Robbie ended up winning the division. Number 2 was Noah Herbert. Shout out to Mace and the Steelers. He had a man going crazy. I see.
Who?
Hey man, rookie
Noah
man.
Herbert, the rookie out of Wisconsin.
Go down to him. What
That's the
position he play?
next to that's next TJ Watt, man.
Man, let me go look at this man's stats.
And also round out the 5 was Darnell Savage at 3, Jalen Ramsey at 4, and
18
also Darrell
sacks.
had 2 other guys at 5 and 6 with Minka Fitzpatrick and TJ Watt.
So this rookie had more sacks than TJ Watt. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Wow. And he a star. Wow.
Yeah, he's going crazy, man.
Gotta be an X factor before the season is over.
Man had
At
18
least.
sacks. I see you, real.
Yes, sir. Are y'all shocked with anybody in the top? Oh man, let's see. Antoine said that Tails about to put a hit out on Darrell.
Hey, tomorrow, I'm in shock, man. It's a start with 18 sacks. I'm impressed.
Yeah, he did his thing with them, man. Let's move on to the offensive rookie of the year. I'm sure it's not going to be a surprise when it comes onto the screen. Definitely
Pacheco.
sure. You are correct. It is Isaiah Pacheco who cut up with Morris. Morris is probably, I'm going to go ahead and go on record outside of Darrell. Morris is probably one of the best running back builders in the league. He would
Every single
he would
week.
take
No, he better.
anybody.
He better than me.
You say, oh, okay. You say he's better than you?
Yeah, he way better than me. I ain't never seen nobody build old buddy off of Buck Rashad White like that.
Oh,
Rashad
yeah.
White, yeah, Rashad
Bro.
White was crazy.
So the crazy thing about Rashawn White, he breaks so many tackles, but my old line wasn't ready, so I had to send him off. But this man he's built Zach Evans, he's built
You be building some running back.
everybody. 29 touchdowns for Pacheco.
That's crazy.
Oh, my. And Ryan got the top 5. I'm not surprised to see Tyquan Thornton at number 2 for the Patriots. Number 3 was Zay Flowers in the Ravens. Number 4 was George Pickens of the Steelers. And number 5 was Garrett Wilson. Well, yeah, don't count because he didn't get a chance to play most of the season. But that's your top 5. All right, moving on to the defensive rookie of the year. Now, this is not going to be a surprise. It is no other than Noah Herbig out of Pittsburgh. He should have won. And what was his stats again?
Let me go back to it. I know he had 18 sacks
Oh, my.
as a star. Let me go back to him.
Sheesh.
If he,
Man,
if he ain't get no, if he don't get no trait upgrade, hey, if he don't get no trait upgrade,
I'm gonna do it myself.
You
I'm
being
gonna do it
investigated,
myself.
man. You
Hey,
being
man.
investigated.
If he don't get nothing, I'm gonna do it myself. So he's a 82 overall, 6'2", 240, 88 speed star, 18 sacks. That's impressive.
What they doing over there in Pittsburgh, man?
They doing something. What's going on?
Okay, number 2 was Nick Cross, of the Colts organization. Number 3 was I'm sure that's Cam Smith for the Dolphins. Number 4 was Cam Taylor-Britt of the Midnight Bengals, and number 5 was Antonio Johnson of the Jacksonville Jaguars, with 6 being Jalen Petrie and 7 being Daxton Hill. Are y'all shocked to see any of these names on the list? Although clearly Noah Herbig ran away.
I mean, before I knew who he was, I'm not shocked anymore. In the past 5 minutes.
Tyree said he's hacking.
Hey, Reek, he got to be hacking, man. What's going on over there in Pittsburgh?
Yo, boy, wow, man.
All right, moving to the best quarterback. Now, I'm intrigued to see how this is about to play out. There was some good quarterback play in this conference. It's going to go to Patrick Mahomes. He's beating out Justin Herbert for number 1. And number 3 was Kenny Pickett, with 4 being Jalen Hurts and 5 being Brock Purdy, with 6 and 7 being Stafford and Malik Cunningham, excuse me. What do you guys think about this quarterback race?
I'm surprised to see Brock Purdy and Malik Cunningham on there, but I mean, if Tyquan Thornton was on the Offensive Player of the Year list,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense for him to be on the best quarterback list. So,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. How about you, Tevin and Katie? How y'all feel about it?
I mean, it's pretty much expected for when you give somebody like Morris, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, you can almost bet he's gonna be somewhere in this conversation or at the top. So, not really surprised. I see a lot of the top users quarterbacks are here. So, I think that pretty much it checks out. It makes sense. So yeah, no real surprises for me, other than like Brock Purdy, I would say.
Okay, all right. Let's move on to the best running back. I'm sure it's not going to be a surprise when it comes up on the screen.
Pacheco.
The best running back is Isaiah Pacheco, as y'all stated. Number two is Travis Etienne Jr. for the Jaguars. Number three is Austin Eckler for the Chargers. Number four is Jonathan Taylor for the Colts, and number five is Nick Chubb of the Browns.
Now I'm gonna stop you, bro. I'm gonna stop you real quick. How the hell Travis ETNT is still a star? I don't know if y'all seen this man's stat line. This man got 2,000 rushing yards.
Madden logic, man. He'll probably get a upgrade at the Super Bowl
We
week.
just played bro broke every time. So and I held him on the 80, I think. But that was a rough game. Bro should be X Factor. So
Yeah,
not
he'll
sure how
probably get an
not sure
upgrade
how
Super
you
Bowl
can
week.
get running back of the year on that one.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Let me try to run through this one pretty quick. Let's go to the best wide receiver. I'm sure it's going to match up with who won Offensive Player of the Year, and it will. It's going to be Terry McLaurin at number one. Number two is Tyreek Hill for the Texans. Number three is DK Metcalf for the Chargers. Number four is Jamar Chase of the Bengals, and number five is chosen Robbie Anderson of the Dolphins. Are y'all shocked at this list at all?
Nah.
No, not
Not
too
really.
sharp. I mean, it's the most of the top receivers in the league, besides Robbie Anderson and Tyquan Thornton. But I mean, I'm not too shocked about it.
Okay. Moving to the best offensive line award. Let's see what this goes. This should be interesting.
Should be Colts.
It's gonna be Corey Leslie of the
Ooh.
Chargers at number one.
Superchargers. Superchargers. They got O line too.
Man, boy got everything you need over there.
Yes, sir. Number two is Brandon Scherf of the Jaguars. Number three is I believe cannot remember which Daniels that is in Pittsburgh, but he's number three. You got uh what's his name from the Chiefs at number four? The right guard, I believe.
I want to
Oh,
say Trey
Trey
Smith.
Smith. My bad. And then it's Wyatt Taylor at number five for the Browns. Are y'all shocked at this list at all?
No. Did he AR because he's a good center. He's a top 10 center.
That I'm
The
unsure
name
of.
the names don't surprise me.
I doubt if he AR'd him, but I'm not sure. But yeah, these names don't really surprise me. All really great offensive linemen. Um, yeah, it's pretty much expected.
True. All right,
All
y'all
right, moving.
boys. I'm about to dip. The streets calling.
All right, Mace.
All
Good,
right, bro.
good to have you on here. Hey, y'all, Mace had to check out on here for a moment, and we'll catch him on the next show. But it's moving into the
Hit the
best
streets, man. Hit the streets and live.
Be free, my brother. Moving on to the best defensive line. Number one is Chase Young of the Dolphins. Let's see, Tyreek had to leave one message on his way out the door. Number two is TJ Watt of the Steelers, with third being Rashawn Gary of the Texans. Fourth is Greg Rizou of the Buffalo Bills, and George Karlaftis comes in at number five for the Chiefs. Are you shocked at this list at all?
Yes and no. I figured that since real rookie had 18 sacks, he would have won it. But I mean, Chase Young had 18 and a half, and he's a household name, so why not?
Yeah, it's interesting that that his Rails rookie did not is not on the list, but I don't know if he listed as a linebacker. That may be why, but
Let me go
That is
see.
true.
but yeah, pretty much all these great pass rushers. You got Chase Young, T.J. Watt, Rashawn Gary, Greg Rasu, Karloftis. So yeah, so these pretty much are the expected names.
Yeah, he's a linebacker, Katie.
Okay, so we
So
probably
he'll
see him
probably
in the next category.
yes, sir. And we're moving over and the surprise is not going to be a surprise. Give it a second for it to pop on the screen. It is going to be Noah Herbert as the best linebacker in the AFC. He dominated for the Steelers. Number two was Matthew Judon. I don't know why. I have a gripe with. See, man, let me throw this out here real quick. I have a gripe with y'all that have these freaking pass rushers at linebackers. Put that man on the line, bro. Y'all hurting yourself from winning these awards. But anyways, I'm done with that little rant. Matthew Judon at number two. You got Max Crosby at three. You got Baron Brown in at four. I don't know why in the world he's at linebacker. He's supposed to be a defensive end, but don't leave that alone. And number five is Jalen Phillips with Dre Greenlaw being number six and Shaq Leonard being number seven. What do y'all think about this list?
It don't surprise me.
Yeah, it looks like they got some crazy stuff going on in Pittsburgh, man. I don't know.
You test the waters over there.
but yeah, it's interesting to see two linebackers whose teams went 5-12, which Crosby really isn't a linebacker, but yeah, pretty much all the expected guys. I'm wondering, looking at his list, I'm wondering what team Fred Warner is on, because usually you see him, but solid list.
All right, moving to the best defensive back. This is the last one that we'll get a chance to hit in the AFC. And the winner of the best defensive back is Darnell Savage for the Texans. I'm not sure. Tevin making check his stat line. I don't know what it was, but number two is Minka Fitzpatrick of the Steelers. The Steelers is all over this list. Jalen Ramsey's number three. Nick Cross is number four. Javon Holland is fifth. Jonathan Jones is sixth. And Troy Burgess is number seven. Are any of you surprised at this list?
I'm not looking at the stat line. Savage had 13 interceptions, so
yeah. Interesting. Interesting to see Darnell Savage win this. You got a lot of great DBs listed here. You got the Minka Fitzpatrick and Jalen Ramsey, Javon Holland. So
he led the league in interceptions. That's what I'm looking at now. So
okay,
that's why 13. Yeah, 13 lead the NFL interceptions. So good job, Billy. Told y'all.
Great job.
Yes, sir. Moving over to the NFC. Let's let it come up. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Viking that's number one on the list. Let's let it come up. And it is going to be Anthony Schwartz at number one for the Vikings. He, as Tevin mentioned earlier, he had a monster year for the Vikings. Number two is Trey Palmer for the former Chicago Bears user Gary. After he fell in fourth place, he was not in the league. But anyways, number three was Josh Allen, the Vikings. Number four was Christian Watson in the Green Bay Packers, with fifth being Julio Jones, who tore it up for the Rams. 6 and 7 being Mecole Harbor for the Commanders, and Mike Evans for the Buccaneers. Are you guys shocked at this list?
When a man go over 3,000 yards receiving, no.
Is no questions asked. He was going to win that award.
Number two, Trey Palmer. I'm not sure, why Gary has left the chat. I'm not sure why. I mean, if you look at this division, yeah, bro. You got Nick over there. You got Twan. You got you got Keandre. Like, what did you expect? But hey, he had a great season. What did he go? 9 and 7? No, what is it? 9 and 8 now?
9 and 8.
9 and 8.
Yeah.
Right there.
So I mean, you've had a winning season, and then your rookie receiver that I traded you had 2,000 receiving yards. So not sure why he quit, but we got a Bears user. Shout out to Philly. He'll be in the league soon, so hopefully we can see what he gonna do with those Bears in that division.
Yes, sir. What you thinking about that, KD?
Oh yeah, anytime there's a receiver getting 3,000 yards, and then what's crazy is the number two is getting 2,000 yards. They got to be 1 and 2. I'm kind of surprised that Josh Allen wasn't number two, considering he passed for over 7,000 yards.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Other than that, it's nice to see my boy Julio there. He had a nice comeback season
Let me
to
see what
return to
Julio's talking
form.
about. Let me see what Julio over there cooking.
Um, Watson, Watson, of course, is amazing, and then you round it out with Miko and Mike Evans. So pretty
Shout out
solid
to Mike.
list.
Shout out to Mike. It's my guy. Ooh,
Um,
Julio on the comeback season, almost 1,700 yards. He was 18 yards short of 1,700, 18 touchdowns. It's a hell of a comeback.
that is incredible. Moving to the defensive player of the year is not going to be a surprise. We already know who it is. It's going to be Aaron Donald of the Rams. He destroyed the sack record with
Think we
over
need,
30 plus sacks.
think we need to test the waters over there too.
Hey
A
man,
D tackle with 33 and a half sacks.
hey AD doing AD things, man.
Whew.
He said he passed all drug tests from management. Number 2 is Cam Jordan of the Commanders. Number 3 is Myles Garrett for the Giants. Number 4 is Harrison Smith for the Vikings. 5th is Kayvon Thibodeau for the Lions. 6th is Von Miller for the Buccaneers. And Patrick Peterson just happened to pop up on the list randomly at number 7. What you guys think about this list?
That Patrick
Trying to figure
Peterson.
out. Yeah, trying to figure out why Pat P on there. Uh, that
but
must be one of them shed blisters.
but
That's funny.
we know why we know why AD is we know why he's here, man. Great year. Led my defense. We made the playoffs. We came up short in the first round, but shout out to AD, man.
That's
Best D
insane.
lineman on the game. I said it.
Best
Best D
ever.
lineman on the
Best
game.
ever. Say it. Best ever. Man. So I was checking the stats one day. My rookie was having a pretty good season. He got 13 sacks. Vaughn got 17. I checked the stats. This man Aaron Donald had 30. that's that's insane.
Oh man, where do you? How you feeling about it, KD? How you feeling about you in your monster season with Aaron Donald?
Hey man, Aaron Donald. I mean, hey, he's Aaron Donald, man. All I had to do was just put him in position to make plays, and we moved him around on the line, man. He played D tackle, he played right in, he played left in, he dropped in coverage, he did it all. So shout out to AD for anchoring my defense.
Send him.
Start with 5 first.
Cool.
Moving over to the offensive rookie of the year, it is Trey Palmer. I do not know what his stat line was.
Let me go back to it. I know he had 2K receiving,
Oh man. So
which
number
is
2 and 3 are from Green Bay. Is Christian Watkins and Luke Musgrave. Number 4 was Jamison Williams of the Giants, and number 5 was Stetson Bennett, which I'm kind of shocked that Stetson didn't win the title considering the season he had.
And he was number
yeah.
number 2 in MVP.
I feel like Bennett should have won that for sure. Um, Trey Palmer stat line is 110 catches, 2,228 yards, and 22 touchdowns.
Oh man. Oh, he did light it up with him.
Yeah, he averaged about 130 a game, so you know that's what Gary do is throw the deep ball. But Stetson Bennett, let me look at his stat line. I know for sure he should have won it. He was top 3 in the MVP race. 66 touchdowns, 5,749 passing yards. Whew. Man,
Definitely should have
that's
won rookie of the year.
crazy. That's crazy for a rookie. A rookie that was a 67 overall, matter of fact.
By the way, yes, he was definitely really rated.
That's crazy.
Yes, sir. Moving into the defensive rookie of the year, and it's gonna probably the first surprise of the stream is going to be Kayvon Thibodeau of the Detroit Lions. Pretty solid year. Number 2 was JT Woods for the Seahawks. I got to give Buddy a lot of credit because, by the way, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. He was destroyed in chats. for getting rid of Jamal Adams and DK Metcalf, and to see him having one of two of his secondary players in this top group right here is very impressive. JT Woods finishing number 2. Jay Ward, the rookie out of LSU, finishing 3 for the Vikings. Number 4 is Tariq Woolen for the Seahawks. And number 5 is Nolan Smith for the Eagles, with 6 and 7 being Lewis Seen and Joey Porter Jr. How do y'all feel about that list?
Yeah. So you talked about it, Buddy. Buddy has 3 players on this list, 2 in the top 5. So even after trading Jamal Adams, he's been able to make it work out for him. So that's been great. Thibodeau I'm surprised that let's see. I'm a little surprised Woolen isn't higher because I just know how great of a player he is. Having had him before in a franchise. But I'm a little curious to see what Thibodeau's stat line is.
Let me know you're ready for it.
Or how many sacks he may have had, but yeah, pretty solid list. So what was Thibodeau's stat line?
All right, he had 61 tackles, 43 solo, 26 tackle for loss. So this man stayed in the backfield and 18 and a half sacks. If he don't get an upgrade by Madden, I'll be doing it myself.
18 and a half. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is highly impressive for sure. Moving into the best quarterback, we really could skip over this. We know who's going to win best quarterback. It's going to be Josh Allen.
Oh yeah.
And of course, it is Josh Allen. Tevin's already read the stats off, but let's look at the rest of the top 7 of this list. Stats, of course, was number 2. Geno Smith came in at number 3.
Interesting.
Desmond Ritter. Yes, Geno Smith. Number 4 was Desmond Ritter of the Falcons coming out. Let's see. Number 5 was Jordan Love of the Green Bay Packers. Number 6 was Trevor Lawrence of the Panthers. He's another person that may have played maybe 2 games, but shout out to Trevor Lawrence anyways. And Dak Prescott of the Buccaneers is also in the top 7. How do you feel, guys, about this list?
Free Dak, man. Free Dak. He ain't do it, man. He in the top 7, man.
And it was him. What's really shocking me, yes, Jordan Love should be up there, but I figured Madden kind of wanted to hold him because of the interceptions. The interceptions was ugly.
How was Ritter over Love?
He
went 8 and 9.
I'm not sure. Like 57 touchdowns, that's 6,000 yards, 57 touchdowns. I think the percentage and the interceptions kind of killed him. He had 40 interceptions. But you take the bad with the good. I'd rather take the 57 touchdowns and 40 interceptions a lot. Who else on there? Bennett. I already talked about Bennett. Let me go to Geno's stats real quick. Let me see what Geno got going on there.
I'd be interested to see what Geno did.
Geno, 4,158 yards, 46 touchdowns, and 18 interceptions. The completion percentage is 60%. That's ugly. But I'm guessing Geno hit the open pass when it was open because 46 touchdowns to 18 interceptions. I'll take that all day.
That is highly impressive.
Who else is on there? Desmond Ritter. Let me check him out. I know Shaq got locked out of his account for a little while, so CPU kind of took over. But yeah, solid 4,000 yards with the rookie, 35 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. So that's solid. Lawrence
should not have been over Dak Prescott. Skip.
Skip. Okay. Okay, cool. Skip him. Dak Prescott. Let me look at him. So let me start off. The first 3 games, we was cooking. Mike Evans was cooking for 200 yards every game. I felt like Dak was going to win MVP. Not even for a lot to you. And then kind of mid-season, Dak started being Dak. The team started getting blown out. So I have to make a few moves on defense because I can't keep up with people offensive scoring 40 a game. That's just the way I play. So Dak turned it around at the end of the season. We went for 4,820 yards, 45 touchdowns, and 32 interceptions. So, like I said, Dak go Dak. Some games he come out, he throwing 5 touchdowns. Some games he might throw 4 interceptions. Who knows?
All right, moving into the best running back. Let me show a little love on this one right here. Derrick Henry won this award, but I'm gonna give some credit to both Tevin and K Harper. If K Harper's watching the stream, because K Harp was cutting up with him in the first couple of
Man,
weeks and winning
cutting
game.
up. When I say cutting up, cutting up.
He cut up with Derrick Henry, so Derrick Henry deserved this race. He truly deserved it. And
Get it plus 2 to Ken. Ken can have it plus 2 because the man was already top 5 when I got him. So I just kept it going. Shout out to Ken. He can have
yes,
it.
sir.
Shout out to Ken, man. Yeah, Ken need that +2, bro.
He can have it plus 2.
He needs it, man.
Yeah, them Titans ain't looking too good over there. But he chose the tank and he got 2 firsts for Derrick Henry, which he's worth it. So
I'm saying it's a combo because
he can have that award.
I'm gonna say that Ken got off to a great start. We're not gonna take away from what Ken did with Derrick Henry. That's what we're saying.
Right.
We don't know about every user, but hey, we gonna showing love to Ken for this one because he went for 200 on me week number 2 or 3, I think, when I played him. But yeah, so he deserved it. But the rest of this award, let's see. Number 2 was Jahmyr Gibbs for the Lions. Number 3 was Kenneth Walker for the Seahawks. Number 4 was Saquon Barkley. Number 5 was Najee. I do not understand how Najee Harris is on the Cowboys, but I will leave that alone. Number 6 is Alvin Kamara for the Saints, and number 7 is Aaron Jones for the Packers. First thing first, let me throw this out here. Aaron Jones should be at worst number 4 on this list.
Yeah. And
he
I feel like
Travis
should be number 1. Yeah, Travis should be number 1. Man went for 2,000 rushing yards. I don't know why Madden don't like him right now, but Travis went for 2,000. I'm not sure how he's not even on the list.
Travis in the AFC.
Oh, I'm sorry, wrong person. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but yeah,
my bad.
I mean, you good. So yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs, Derrick Henry. Yeah, that is interesting. I didn't even think about the fact that Derrick Henry was traded from the AFC to the NFC and then took over that award. I did not even think about that. Wow. But and then Najee Harris was another one. Najee went from the AFC to the NFC also, and then end up being higher than Aaron Jones with a 3-14 record. So that's pretty interesting in itself. But yeah, still a solid list. Shout out to Kenneth Walker too, one of my favorite running backs on the game. That nobody was praising him, but yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh man! All right, going to the best receiver. We know it's going to be Anthony Schwartz.
Gotta be.
We know it's going to be Anthony Schwartz. And let's let it come up on the screen. It is definitely Anthony Schwartz. Trey Palmer's number 2. Of course, he won Rookie of the Year. Christian Watson, is number 3. Number 4 is Julio. Number 5 is Mike Evans. Number 6 is Dan Chisena for the Reds. I want to know his stat line.
That don't surprise me, man. Katie always get Dan. Dan is the man.
Dirty Dan, man.
I don't know something about Dan. He just go crazy with him. I had him. The man had like 200 yards. So something Katie doing over there. I don't know what he doing. So 67 catches, 1,646, 18 touchdowns. Man was man, and the bro, it's crazy. He's a 67 overall. It's crazy.
Yes, sir. So are y'all shocked with this list, or there's no surprises here?
Nah, there's no surprise.
No surprises. But shout out, man. Shout out to Dan Chisena, man. He was a star, and he ended up getting a breakout game to get the superstar trait. Hey, man. You said 1,600 yards, 18 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's insane.
Hey, man. Shout out to Dan Chisena, man.
All righty, moving along to the best offensive lineman, and this is always the tricky award.
I don't know how they grade that award.
You and me both. I'm not
Yeah, I have
sure.
no idea.
Like what?
It's gonna go to Elton Jenkins of the Green Bay Packers, which is another reason why it baffles me when they give out an award to a person that they don't rank high. Nick actually did have a great season with Aaron Jones, but you give the best offensive lineman to him, and then I don't know. I don't know how Madden does it. I don't know how Madden does this. Like you said,
Yeah,
Tevin,
I'm not
That's,
understanding.
it it just
you look at the
further
list like what? I
it
get
just
Zach Martin. I get Zach Martin.
yeah. It just
That's
contradicts the running back list. Like you're gonna rank Aaron Jones low, but you're gonna give Elton Jenkins the
exactly.
award.
Aaron
It's just
Jones should have been way higher. I feel like Aaron Jones was a top five running back.
yeah.
If y'all watch Nick play,
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So
uh,
I think it's Damian Lewis at number 2. Number 3
they
is Zach
have
Martin.
no bucks on it. The Giants.
Number 3 is Zach Martin. Is because of his overall rating, not the team. David Barchiardi and Nijman is number 4 and 5. John Michael Schmitz for the
Who?
New York
Who?
Giants, and he's a rookie.
But you don't put my left
Yeah.
tackle on
And Bobby Massey of the Rams was number 7. That's
Who
interesting.
was a
Yeah,
free was picked up out of free agency. I'm pretty sure his overall is no more than 75.
there. I'm looking for him now. I don't even see him. I mean, he gave up 1 sack all season, so
What's his
that is
overall?
he's 73 overall.
Told
Bro,
you.
33 years old. Wow.
73. Oh my goodness! Y'all get that man a superstar trait, man. He get 1 sack all year.
Please.
Show that man some love.
He just got it. He just got it.
I need it.
That's wow.
Best
Yeah,
defensive
he
line.
gave up 1 sack. His O line really did good this year. Looking at his guys, his left tackle is out of there though.
Do we even need to do this award? Because this award was a one-man show from week 1.
I mean, can you even put a +2 on Aaron Donald?
No,
First of all,
he maxed out.
send him. Looking at his, you really can't. Bro's 99 everything. Maybe his agility.
That might
I
make
don't
him
know.
scarier.
You know what? You know what? Let's give him a speed boost. He get a +1 speed boost on that one.
I take it.
Nick said no Packers on the D line, all up on the block.
Let me go see these Packers real quick.
Hey, these guys are in the playoffs though.
That's funny, man. Let me look at these. Let me look at these Packers. What's going on?
Maybe they're in the best linebackers. Who's going to the best linebackers?
Let's see where Shaq Barrett showed up, man.
And he is going to show up on this list somewhere.
Hey, Nick, Montez Sweat had 13.
Oh my god.
Oh, Kenny Clark. What? Kenny Clark had 11.5 at D tackle and didn't even get a shout.
That's crazy.
Wow. That's amazing.
So Shaq Barrett wins it for the Rams. Katie, move that man on the defensive line, please.
That's crazy. Every time I see you, somebody they go crazy.
Number 2 is Arnold Ebiketie of the Falcons. That is interesting.
Wait.
Yeah, Arnold Ebiketie for the Falcons is number 2. I would love to know that stat line, Tevin. Number 3 is Isaiah Simmons, but he plays 3 games a year, so I don't even know how.
What team is Simmons?
Now, number 4 is Ebiketie's on the Falcons.
No, the other one.
Oh, Isaiah Simmons.
Where he at?
In Arizona. That's why I say yeah, so I say only play 3 games a year, so he's just getting the CPU.
Yeah, he time pop up to lose the AFC versus NFC, and then dips out again. Make it make sense.
Oh man! So you got I want to say that's Demario Davis at number 4. That's Devin Bush at 5th. Fred Warner is in Detroit in the Lions uniform at number 6.
How is Fred Warner not number 1 on the linebacker list?
Man. Number 7 is Nakobe Dean of the Eagles. So I don't think any of us are surprised about the guys that are on this list. Maybe Isaiah Simmons.
Shaq Barrett really at the end, but he's listed as a as a
Hey,
linebacker for the
hey,
position.
hey, 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 give my guy his award, man.
Hey man, get your +2, bro. Okay. But every caddy, I'm not understanding this. I mean, maybe it's the tackle for loss as an outside linebacker. 19 for a tackle for loss. Yeah, seven and a
Ah,
half sacks, 2 interceptions. Maybe that's what it is. Hmm. But let me. Who else is on that list? Fred Warner. I know Fred Warner is everywhere in the playoffs. I've seen this man all year. 107 tackles, 6 tackle for loss, 8 interceptions.
Man,
Yeah, crazy. Madden, wow. No, I don't know how he
yeah.
not win linebacker of the year.
Yes, sir. Moving to the best defensive back. Let's see who is number one in that list. It's gonna be Harrison Smith at number one. Why is Patrick Peterson at number two?
hey,
Oh my god, why is he there? Number three is Tariq Woolen. Number four is Jay Ward. Number five is Jesse Bates. Number six is JT Woods. Number seven is Trey Hawkins. Everybody on this list makes sense with the exception of Patrick Peterson. Even
man,
Ryan with a 5-12 Giants team played more games than that 3-14 Cowboy team. I do not understand how he's number
man,
two.
we gotta investigate Patrick Peterson, man. I don't
Patrick,
know.
hey man, it's the shed blitz, bro. Hey, Pat P coming off
Okay,
the edge fast.
I think I may have figured out what was going on with Patrick Peterson, but I'm not sure. You know,
Uh,
in real life, he's now on the Steelers. So he started out in Pittsburgh, right?
Mm.
okay,
So are
okay,
you
it makes
saying this
sense.
is a combo award?
Was the league created? Was the league created at that time? I mean, after free agency,
Yeah.
I want to say yeah.
because I'm thinking he may have started off with Rail, and then because you know they also traded for Najee Harris, the Cowboys.
You
So
know what? You know what? I see it now. Because all I had to do was just maintain that with Henry, because Henry was cooking. He had 1,000 yards in 8 games.
yeah,
Oh,
So
okay, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. So this is the list of for the best defensive, and I agree with you, Nick. That is the Rail Award. We are going to give that plus to the Rail.
one thing
Anyway,
I feel like
man.
Jay Ward got robbed on that award
I
as a
agree.
rookie,
Jay Ward really played well.
and
Oh
he
yeah.
earned his trade.
Yes, sir. So this is the best defensive back list. I know we're about to get ready to wrap this one up. We wanted you guys to get a breakdown of the yearly awards. And hey, for you 8 teams remaining, this is the time to lock in. If you trying to be on the spot in the spotlight after this week, you better lock in because you know we will be commentating the AFC and NFC championship game and the Super Bowl.
Yes,
No
sir.
midnight games, sir. By the way, let's get out of the way for all you 8 teams. You better give all 3 of us a decent time. We are not calling no Super Bowl later than 9 or 10 o'clock at night. That is not happening.
At
Let's get it out
all.
of the way. Do not schedule your games that late at night. Please get your games out of the way. But again, yeah, these are the final 8 teams. I'm looking forward to see who's going to get a chance to appear on the spotlight. A couple of these teams have been there before in the spotlights, like Darrell and Morris. I know Nick has been in the conference title game, so he's been in the big spotlight as well on here. So is Antoine. So hey, a lot of you younger first time contenders. This, by the way, stream your games. Please
Yes, everything
stream
has to be
games.
streamed. This is a money league. Everything has to be streamed. Y'all been doing a pretty good job at streaming. Just make sure you keep streaming. Don't not stream because it's the playoffs. That don't make no sense.
Oh, and by the way, let me because I'm just looking at all of the. I think everybody's okay. Let me go ahead and I gotta call this out. Chargers and Patriots, both of you need to stream your game. Somebody gotta have a stream that has to save
Somebody
because
got to
whoever wins
stream.
their
Yeah.
game,
Somebody got to stream.
yeah,
It's usually
whoever,
the away team, but if the away team can't, then somebody got to stream that damn game.
yeah. Here's
That's
the problem
ridiculous.
though. I think Robbie may be on Twitch, so Tyreek may have to stream this game
Uh, Twitch.
because we're gonna need the YouTube highlights. We're gonna
Right.
need the highlights for the NFC and AFC championship game. So y'all, we encourage y'all to please stream your games. It's in the rules also, but make sure you stream your games. But before we get out of here, Tevin, is there anything that you have to say, head commish, that you
Yes,
get guys?
sir. I just want to let everybody know, y'all. I appreciate everybody for rocking with me this season, but next season will be the last. It's summertime. I know everybody out in these streets. I know people got their kids, people working a lot, getting some OT because it's the summertime, no school. So next season will be the last. Free agency will be crazy. I'm gonna let y'all know now. Get y'all money right. Draft, scout. That's all I'm gonna say. Scout, scout, scout. Uh, and Super Bowl winner get a trophy. I don't know, like for the people that hasn't been in OG. I know OG took a while to come back. I had some personal stuff going on. I know it took a little while for OG to come back, but you know, I hate we got to do only 2 seasons, but we going full throttle in 24. So we gonna give everybody a break. Enjoy our summer. Whenever the Bugs get out there, Madden 24, we rocking. But next season will be the last. So just want to let everybody know. I'll give everybody a heads up. Uh, Division winners, y'all get in free. Don't even worry about the other 5. That's already covered. So for the people that didn't make the playoffs, it's just $5 this season. Yes, I know. I dropped my price to 5 just because it's only 2 seasons, so ain't no point of paying 10 for one more season. So y'all go ahead and send that 5. Go ahead and send that little 5.
That little
Uh,
5.
oh yeah, one more thing. Got a surprise. After next season, not this season. You get the trophy this season, but next season, whoever wins the Super Bowl get a trophy and a copy of Madden 24.
Yes,
So
sir.
everybody team gonna be set up. Everybody team gonna be loaded. Who gonna win next year when you have all your needs taken care of? So just want to drop it in there too.
Yes, sir. KD, do you have anything to say before we wrap this one up?
Oh man, let me try to lock in next season to get my copy of Madden and my trophy, man.
Yeah, you still get a trophy this year, but ain't nobody got no money for all that. So you get the trophy this season. You still get the money. You still get the honey for winning. I don't know if y'all know that. So y'all need to start reading these rules. So you get the
Please.
100 Super Bowl contender. I'm sorry, Super Bowl runner up gets. I think I said 50. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. But you get that. You get the X Factor and the SS, and you get the trophy. But next season, we adding a copy of Madden to that. So sorry it took OG so long to come back. The Bears will be filled. I think I said that earlier. Um, I think we just need one user, which I already got somebody in mind. So let's rock these playoffs out. So I can come up with off season schedule and let's get gear up for season 2 so y'all can enjoy our summer.
Yes, sir. And with that being said, this has been the OG Divisional Playoff Preview. Good luck to all 8 teams remaining. We will be back for the AFC and NFC Championship preview. And of course, we're going to be commentating. So I'm sure it'll be all of us, and there may be some surprise guests on here with us, but
Yes,
you
sir.
will hear all of us back on here. So,
Schedule
hey,
them games. Make sure it's not after 9. I'm old. I have to be up at 4 in the morning for work.
be on my schedule now. All right, guys. With that being said, good night to you all. Good luck to who's in game 4 of the finals right now. And hey, talk to you guys later. Have a good one, y'all.